Good Wednesday afternoon, and thank you for joining us for 22 News at 4 o'clock. I'm Nick Oresco. We are beginning to sound like a broken record, but not much else to say. Another gorgeous day out there. Let's bring in 22 News Storm Team meteorologist Brian Lapis. Brian, sunny, clear, mild, nice day.
Right, and getting warmer later this week. The weather cruise control continues to be set right there in that sweet spot.
And it makes your job a whole lot easier.
Funny that you mentioned that. You're absolutely right. We do have a couple of traffic issues, though. Just want to mention the fact that we've got a little bit of slower traffic here at Ludlow, eastbound on the Mass Pike, and also northbound on 91 in Whately. There's some slow traffic, but otherwise things seem to be moving along just fine, and certainly a beautiful day. Let's take a look at temperatures. Kind of a wide variety here, anywhere from the low 70s, 73 Northampton and Pittsfield, to up near 80 in Greenfield, 79 in Greenfield, 76 Orange, 77 in Springfield. This actually more or less matches up with our high temperature forecast today of 76 to 80 degrees. There's just a light breeze, humidity is low, and clearly there's plenty of blue sky around. You can see that here. And as Nick mentioned, we carry this over into the second half of the work week and the weekend. We'll track the warming trend with our 22 News Storm Team forecast.
A solemn ceremony was held this morning at Ground Zero in New York to mark the 23rd anniversary of the September 11th terrorist attacks. It was on this day in 2001 that nearly 3,000 people tragically lost their lives when terrorists crashed 4 planes into the Twin Towers, the Pentagon, and a field in southwest Pennsylvania. During today's ceremony, there were moments of silence followed by the reading of the names of the deceased. Several political leaders, including President Biden and Vice President Kamala Harris, as well as former President Donald Trump and his running mate, Senator J.D. Vance, were in attendance. The manhunt for Kentucky highway shooter suspect Joseph Couch has continued into its 5th day. Kentucky State Police released video of a portion of the search area to show the challenges of finding him. They are searching for him in a wooded area 75 miles outside of Lexington. Couch allegedly opened fire on a highway, injuring 5 people. Police say he is armed and dangerous. Vice President Kamala Harris and former President Donald Trump held their first debate together last night. The candidates squared off in Philadelphia, the first face-to-face meeting since Harris replaced President Biden and became the Democratic nominee. It's possibly the only debate between Harris and Trump this election season. Each candidate showcased their visions for America and clashed on key issues such as abortion rights.
If Donald Trump were to be reelected, he will sign a national abortion ban. Understand, in his Project 2025, there would be a national abortion, a monitor that would be monitoring your pregnancies, your miscarriages.
What she says is an absolute lie. And as far as the abortion ban, no, I'm not in favor of abortion ban, but it doesn't matter because this issue has now been taken over by the states.
The candidates also touched on January 6th and the economy, among many others. A 6-alarm fire destroyed several businesses at a strip mall in Linfield this morning. The Linfield Fire Department says every business in the Old Town Market complex had some damage. No injuries were reported, but at least 2 businesses were open at the time. That's according to fire officials. The cause of the fire remains under investigation. Back now with 22 News Storm Team meteorologist Brian Lapis. Felt a lot like fall the past few days, a pretty big warm-up in store.
Yeah, I kind of feel the dry fall air in the air, and also, you know, we've got these wide temperature swings from chilly in the morning to relatively mild in the afternoon, and I think that's going to be enhanced as we get warmer later this week. Let's take a look. Our 22 News Storm Team Skycast, 5 o'clock here this afternoon. Mostly sunny, and as we were just mentioning, as we get into the hours after sunset, we're going to cool down quickly. So temperatures right now that are in the 70s will be cooling through the 60s during the evening hours, and we'll be in the 50s here by midnight tonight. Overnight low temperatures tomorrow will be in the 40s and 50s, perhaps a little bit of patchy fog early tomorrow morning, especially near rivers and lakes. Otherwise, it's another mostly sunny day. Noontime sunshine, light breeze from the south here tomorrow, and a high of 78 to 82. We'll update what the weather for the weekend looks like, even on Wednesday, on 22 News at 5.
Eagle-winning Mega Millions ticket was sold in Sugar Land, Texas. The ticket was at a gas station in the Houston area. The $800 million jackpot is the 7th largest in the lottery's history. If the owner of the ticket takes the cash option, they will take home about $404 million. Earlier this year, Netflix and the Red Sox teamed up to create a documentary series. The series, called The Comeback, will be about the Red Sox breaking the curse of the Bambino and winning the 2004 World Series, their first title since 1918. It will also look into the iconic rivalry between the Red Sox and the Yankees. The release date is set for October 23rd. Coming up tonight at 5 on 22 News, as we mentioned, today marks 23 years since the 9/11 terrorist attacks. See how communities in the area are remembering the victims, including Springfield, as the city holds its annual ceremony. Plus, at the State House in Boston, an award being presented to a woman who saved an elderly couple from a house fire in the town of Wales. And we'll take a look at the different phases of fall foliage as we approach the end of summer, Brian.
All right, as we head into the evening commute, slow down on the Pike eastbound in Ludlow to tell you about. Also northbound on 91 near Whately, some slow going traffic. Otherwise, things are moving pretty smoothly, and smooth moving of the weather as we head into the weekend. We'll talk about the sunshine and the warming trend on 22 News at 5.
Okay, Brian, thank you. And thank you for joining us for 22 News at 4 o'clock. Latest news and weather anytime on our website, wwlp.com, and the 22 News app.